sis, you and Marcus coming over tonight, still right? I just ran out of coffee. Would you mind picking up some from the store on your way here?
I thought we were coming over to celebrate my engagement. You want me to do errands?
Oh, come on, Claire. The store's on the way anyways. You always drink all my coffee. Oh, and while you're there, pick me up 6-pack of beers. The cheap ones are okay. Maybe you could pick up some Chinese food from Panda 2. A new one just opened next to the supermarket. Get the orange chicken and the shrimp. And don't forget the fortune cookies too. Oh, and if you could pick up some new pods for my vape too, the menthol ones.
Hold on. I'm not your personal shopper, Ella. Marcus and I are visiting to celebrate our engagement. Shouldn't you already have all this if you prepared for your guests of honor? As your guest, I expect a 5-star treatment. You hear? Meals included.
Buy us some Chex Mix too, pretty please. I like to snack on it while I watch TV.
Fine, but only this once. You'd better save some for the rest of us. I think we'll arrive at your place in around an hour or so. I'll give you a call when we're nearby.
Gotcha. Jeez, this is all so sudden. I never imagined you'd be getting married, sis. I thought we'd both, stay unmarried and move into a cabin in the mountains together with a bunch of cats. But alas.
Sorry to burst your bubble, Ella, but I'm not ready to become a cat lady quite yet. Don't you want to settle down and start a family at some point, too? I'm sure there are some handsome bachelors in town. Have you tried online dating?
To be honest, I've got no interest in that sort of thing. I like living here with Mom and Dad. It makes me feel young. I've always been so focused on work that my dating years kind of just passed me by. I don't feel a need to start now either.
Now that you mention it, I've never seen you show interest in anyone. I guess there's no need to force yourself into something you don't want.
Enough about me, though. As your sister, it's my job to interrogate you and your fiancé. You and Marcus have only been dating for a couple months. Are you sure he's marriage material?
You're straight to the point as always. Trust me, Ella. I wouldn't have said yes if I had any doubts. Marcus is a kind and reliable man. I couldn't ask for anything else in a husband.
I think your standards are too low, Claire. Shoot for the stars a little, won't you? I mean, I met Marcus a while back, and he didn't necessarily leave me with a good impression.
Really? What did you think?
He was a customer at the bank I used to work for. He didn't do anything in particular to put me off, per se, but I just got the feeling he was kinda suspicious. Maybe he was in a bad mood, or maybe his shirt didn't match his pants quite right. Something just seemed off, that's all. When I heard you two were dating, I thought for sure it would be a short-lived thing. When you told me the two of you were getting married, I was shocked, to say the least.
Hey, don't say stuff like that now. You're going to make me rethink my whole life. There's no turning back now. We've already booked a venue and started looking at dresses.
All I'm saying is that it isn't too late to change your mind. Not that I don't wish you two happiness or anything. I just want you to be careful. Make sure you really know this guy, okay? As a perpetually single lady, I have a trained, suspicious eye toward men. I can see right through them. I didn't get the impression that Marcus was a kind and reliable man when I met him. That was a few years back.
Marcus used to struggle with alcohol, so that may have been the reason he seemed disheveled when you saw him. He's got it under control now, though. No need to worry. I'm sure you'll feel differently about him after today. The two of you should chat and catch up.
Fine. I'll give him another chance, but only because you like him so much. Anyways, just be careful. As your sister, I worry about you.
Thanks, Ella. I appreciate you looking out for me. We're pulling into the supermarket parking lot now, so I've got to run. See you soon. Hey, Marcus, is everything okay? What were you talking about earlier? You drank quite a bit tonight. I'm worried about you.
What? Clearly I'm not drunk. Not at all. I'm just telling you the truth, that's all. Jeez, you're the one who's drunk. All I'm saying is that you should be thankful I agreed to date you. I'm only marrying you out of pity. I mean, you're as old as dirt, way past an acceptable age. For a woman, that is. You're discounted goods. You should be thankful, that someone actually agreed to marry you, someone as old as you.
Is that what you truly think of me, Marcus?
Of course. Who would go for expired goods like you? You're lucky I was there. My folks have been on my back about getting married since I hit 30. Plus, it's easier to get a job when you can say you're married, right? I never thought I'd find a woman with such low standards to actually accept me. But you really are the bottom of the barrel, aren't you? Ugh.
Okay, fine. We can talk about this later when you're sober. Just please, why did you say all that in front of my family? We just got engaged. How could you say something like that?
Oh well, too late now. Maybe go tell your family how much I appreciate you. That'll make it better. While you're at it, ask them if they'll pay for the wedding. I'm certainly not forking over my cash for something like that.
Marcus, do you understand what you're saying? This is completely unacceptable. Just because you're drunk doesn't mean you can get away with stuff like this, you know?
I told you before, woman, I ain't drunk. I didn't drink all that much. I'm just being honest. I didn't intend to tell you about this until after the wedding, but who cares now? Whatever. If we're gonna be stuck together for the rest of our miserable lives, we might as well be frank.
What happened to you, Marcus? You're acting like a completely different person. How could someone so kind be so cruel? You're not the man I fell in love with.
I'm kind and I'm reliable, aren't I? That's why I'm being honest with you now. How kind of me. It's so kind of me to marry you, don't you think? You're my woman and I can tell you whatever I want. You hear? You can shut up and listen.
You're unbelievable. How could you say all these horrible things in front of my mom and dad? You called me expired goods in front of my entire family. How could you think that would fly? Have you no shame?
I told you I was only being honest. You expired the minute you turned 30 and you were still unmarried. Don't make me laugh. You've been expired for so long, I'm surprised you don't have flies following you. You're the only one who's a failure, not me. You should apologize to your folks, not me.
I can't believe this. I can't believe I fell for someone like you. I'll never trust a man again. What are you doing getting drunk at my family home? I thought you had your drinking issues under control. How are you fine ruining our relationship like this? What's gotten into you?
What don't you understand? I've been totally clear with you. It's just the truth, that's all. It's not my bad if you can't handle it, jeez. Are you an idiot? Why are you so shocked to hear the truth? Stop crying about it. You should be thanking me for my honesty. You can trust me, can't you? I won't sugarcoat anything for you. Personally, I prefer a college girl, but unfortunately, I'm too fat and old to bag one of them. You'll do.
You're disgusting. Why would you even say that? You shouldn't even be thinking about 18-year-olds as a grown man.
All I'm saying is that you aren't anyone's first choice, understand? Know your place and keep quiet about it.
Why would I be thankful for anyone with that thought process? Marriage is supposed to be between two equals, is it not?
Face reality, Claire. This isn't no Disney fairy tale. This is the real world. Get with it already. Don't you get it? You're old and poor. I'm rich and a man. I win, you lose. So shut up and know your place. I am a manager of a first-class company, and you're nothing more than a low-level clerk. Why would any man want to date you? On every level, I'm above you. We ain't equals, that's for sure. You should be worshipping the ground I walk on. If I decided to throw you out, you'd spend the rest of your miserable life treading in water, you hear? I am saving you, don't you get it? You should be calling me your hero, not yelling at me like my mother. I expect to be your number one priority here on out, get it? You're working for me now. I mean, both you and that sister of yours are as ugly as bricks. There's nobody else out there who could save you. Just me showing up to your family's shabby house is increasing the property value, you understand?
Can you quit this monologue and get back to your senses? Aren't you embarrassed?
Oh, I'm sorry you can't handle the truth, Claire. Maybe you should go get your head checked out. Got worms up in your brain? I knew you were pathetic before, but this is laughable. You're so naive it hurts. Oh, sorry about that, Claire. You'd better get accustomed to reality already. Anyways, I'm sleepy. It's late. The room's spinning and I'm gonna go to bed. Sleep on the floor tonight, dog. I own you.
Marcus, listen to yourself.
You fix that attitude first before I send you to the pound. Be thankful anyone is spending a second paying attention to a 38-year-old hag like you. Before we get married, I expect you to clean up your act and get with it. You hear?
Fine. You've left me no choice. I'm calling off the engagement.
What are you talking about? Don't you know your position? No other man is going to pick you up from the street now.
I've made my decision. I'd rather remain single for the rest of my life than be with a man like you. I'll call tomorrow morning and cancel the venue. You'd better pack your bags and find a ride home.
Hey, don't get too hasty. Don't you get it? Without me, your life's as good as over. You need me more than I need you, woman.
No, you're wrong. Marrying you would mean the end of my life. I'm choosing to save myself. I'm just glad you decided to show your true colors before the ceremony. You've saved me a whole lot of trouble.
Didn't I tell you to fix that attitude of yours? You're gonna be alone forever, you hear?
I don't care. You can't convince me otherwise. There's more to life than marriage. No matter what sort of life I have to live from here on out, there's no way it's worse than having to spend another day with a man like you. I've come this far on my own 2 feet, and I don't intend to slip up now. Get out of my life.
Oh, you're gonna regret this, Claire. Don't come crying back to me when you're all alone. Whatever, you're just being hysterical. I'm going to bed now. Apologize to me in the morning, and I might give you a second chance. Go to sleep and think about it. You're the one who's not got their head on straight.
Oh, stop acting so self-important. You're the one who's going to regret this, not me. Good night.
Claire, where did you go? Why is all my stuff packed up? Did you really go off to cancel our venue reservation? Are you an idiot? I apologized for what I said when I was drunk, didn't I? I was just babbling, that's all.
Do you really think an apology is enough to make me forget about what you said last night? You really hurt me. You know, it's going to take a lot more than an apology to fix this.
Oh, I was drunk, Claire. You don't really believe I meant any of that stuff, do you? If I was sober, I'd never say that. You know me. I just have issues with alcohol, that's all.
I don't care if you were drunk or not. You were speaking from the heart. You're just squirming now because you let your true intentions slip. Isn't that right? Whatever man I thought I was in love with clearly doesn't exist. You were pretending to be someone you aren't.
Oh, just because I said those horrible things doesn't make them true. I just slipped up a little bit. If your little sister didn't keep pouring me drinks last night, none of this would have happened.
Ella was trying to test you. She wanted to make sure I was marrying a good man. She's been skeptical of you from the start, and all you did was confirm all of her suspicions. Now that you've shown your true colors, there's no doubting her. You're the worst of the worst. Get out of here. Get out of my life.
You're all insufferable anyways. Fine, good riddance. The engagement's off. Don't come crying to me when nobody else will date you. I hope you realize this is your last chance of ever getting married. Nobody else is gonna pick up trash like you.
Marcus, sorry, this is Ella. I've got a bone to pick with you. It's just that I think you need to be taken down a peg. After all, you are over 40 and unmarried. You act like you're hot stuff, but you are one of the most repulsive men I have ever seen. Plus, you reek of booze and desperation.
What is this all about? I thought you and Claire were done with me already.
I'm just telling you the truth, that's all. Nothing wrong with that, right? You act like you're making so much more money than Claire, but you aren't really, are you? Your salary is the same as someone straight out of college. I heard you haven't had a promotion in over a decade. Sounds like they're trying to get rid of you. At your age, and with a face like that, don't you think your standards for a woman are far too high? Do you really think you'd get away with calling my sister expired goods? Take a good look at yourself first, Marcus.
Oh, shut up. You've got nothing to do with this. Stay out of it. And since you're so concerned, I am the best employee at my office. I'm highly respected. I'm popular with all the young ladies in the office. That's the truth.
Ew! Just hearing a middle-aged man say that sort of thing makes me want to puke. I knew something was seriously off about you the second I saw you, but this is just pathetic. You're a real narcissist, aren't you? Seriously. Get with reality, Grandpa.
Don't act like you're any better than me just because you're young. You and your sister aren't all that attractive to begin with either. What do you know about me? Nothing. So shut it.
Sure, I don't know every detail of your life, but I've seen enough. You can't dress, you've got an inflated sense of self-importance, and you're a drunken idiot.
Watch your mouth.
Oh, and before I forget, I actually did contact you for an important reason.
What? What could you possibly have to say that's so important?
Well, I uploaded a video of your little outburst last night to my YouTube channel. You don't mind, right? I wanted to film it as a vlog sort of deal, but it turns out I got some really interesting footage. I couldn't help but post it.
What? What did you film?
Oh, just you berating my sister and telling me and my parents that we should be grateful you decided to marry her. You were being so ridiculous and out of touch, I just had to post it online. It's hysterical.
You uploaded that? What were you thinking? Take it down right now.
No way! I asked you if it was okay to upload it last night and you said it was fine. You seemed pretty confident in yourself then. Didn't you say, let the ladies of the world see what a real man looks like? Or something like that? I left that part in the video too since you seemed so enthusiastic about it at the time.
I was drunk. I didn't mean any of that. Take it down. You were the one who pressured me into drinking so much in the first place. What kind of a person does that to someone with a history of addiction? Are you insane?
I didn't pressure you into anything. All I asked was if you wanted a beer. You're the one who kept asking for more. I only agreed to give you more because I was drunk too. That's a valid excuse, right? Since you're so happy to blame your mistakes on it. You're a 42-year-old man. You should know better than to accept a single drink in the first place if you're going to have a problem.
Oh, you have got to delete that video now. What if someone from work sees it? That's not who I am, really. I was just drunk. It brings out the worst side of me.
Fine, I'll think about it. No promises, though. Anyways, I've got better things to do than deal with a man-child like you. See ya, Marcus.
Hey, listen to me, you brat. Delete that video now.
I canceled the venue and my dress fitting. Did you want the engagement ring back? We're done. I'd appreciate it if you don't contact me again after this.
Don't be ridiculous. Of course, I want the engagement ring back since you're so serious about cutting ties over a silly mistake. Are you sure about all of this? Can't we make it work after all? I mean, I already told all my coworkers about our engagement. I'm sure we could find a different venue. It's not too late to change your mind.
Don't worry about your work. I already called in and told them you wouldn't need the time off for our honeymoon anymore. Since this is all your fault, I expect you to pay me back the cancellation fees. Understood?
Oh, like hell I will. You're the one who canceled it all. You pay for it.
If you refuse to pay, I'll take you to court over it. So pay up nicely, unless you can hire a lawyer.
Excuse me? Will you just calm down and stop overreacting already?
You insulted me in front of my entire family. You've been lying and manipulating me throughout our entire relationship. That sort of thing isn't going to just go away, Marcus. We have video evidence of your outburst. If I took you to court, I doubt you'd be able to win. Either you pay me back for the cancellation fees, or I'll have you pay back double that in court.
Claire, you're blowing this entirely out of proportion. If anything, this is all your fault.
It would be a shame if that video got into the hands of your boss. He'll probably fire you over something like that. I'd consider your position carefully if I were you.
What? You're gonna send that video to my boss? That is completely unnecessary.
I haven't done anything yet, but they'll see it soon enough anyways. It's gaining a lot of traction online.
I told Ella to delete that video immediately. You two are gonna ruin my career at this rate. I get it. I'll pay you back for the cancellation fees. Just delete that video. Just please, don't tell my company about this. I need this job.
Well, I never intended on telling them in the first place, but Ella thinks it would do you well to face some real-world consequences. Since the video is getting so many views, you're going to have to do some serious convincing to get her to take it down. I mean, it's just a matter of time until one of your coworkers sees it. You better start begging her to take it down fast.
Oh, I knew I shouldn't have gotten involved with you or your stupid family. Why would you do such a thing to me?
Oh, I have just a bit of advice for you for your own sake. You seem to be convinced that you're popular with the young woman at your office. You kept on saying that last night. Yeah, they're probably just trying to be polite. I'd apologize to them before they see that video.
Oh, shut up. What do you know about me? I am popular. Be single and miserable for the rest of your life. You washed up old hag of a woman.
Maybe you should read some comments on that video before pointing any fingers at me. You're trending as the out-of-touch narcissist on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook.
You've got to be joking. This can't be happening to me.
Is something wrong? You seem upset about all of this. Are you shocked to hear the truth? Is reality too much for you? What are you, a child? One last word of advice. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. After that, Marcus slunk back to his apartment and has been hiding inside to avoid being recognized from the viral video. From what I heard, his company eventually did hear word of the massively popular post and fired Marcus. He was accused of inappropriate behavior and sexual harassment by multiple female employees, which has made it difficult for him to find another job. Thanks to his alcoholism, record of harassment, and the viral video, Marcus's professional life has been completely destroyed. He agreed to pay me back for the cancellation fees, but has been doing so in small installments since he has no income. I hope this is an opportunity for him to do some self-reflection and make positive changes in his life. As for me, I am relieved that I didn't go through with the marriage. I used the time afterward to focus on my career and start a more fulfilling job. A few months later, I met a wonderful man and we fell in love. We dated for 3 years before getting engaged. Ella has met him multiple times and approves of him wholeheartedly. I trust her judgment, so I was relieved to see the two of them getting along so well. I've waited a long time to find true love, and now that I have it, I know I was right to be patient and wait. As for Ella, she's remained single and doesn't seem interested in pursuing a relationship. I'm proud of her for living her life the way she wants to. Marriage isn't the end-all and be-all, after all. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and a comment below. Subscribe so that you never miss a new video. See you in the next one!
Anna, I can't believe you've done this. What the hell is this? You've got to be joking, right?
I'm sorry, but I have no idea what you're talking about, Katie. I'm not joking to you about anything. Would you be able to explain what you're talking to me about? I really have no idea what this is about.
Are you doing this to annoy me or something? You really are a horrendous person. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I can't believe you would do this to me.
I'm totally lost. I'm really sorry, but I still have no idea what you're talking about.
Wait, what? So, you don't even know what you've done to upset me? You really are such a huge idiot. How do you not notice when you've made such a huge mistake? I can't believe that someone like you is my daughter-in-law. I'm so unlucky.
Would you just please tell me what I did to upset you? Did I accidentally do something to annoy you? I really don't appreciate being insulted like this for no reason.
What you did to me is an unacceptable thing to do. I'm pretty sure that you did it all to mock me. I really don't understand why Jim decided to marry a woman like you. I really hope that he gets a divorce from you and finds another wife. Any woman would be better than you. I hate that you've put me in such a bad mood already. It's still only 11 a.m. You've managed to ruin my day completely.
I'm really sorry that I've done something to upset you. What could it be? I just can't figure out what I did to you. Is it something that I did today? I've barely even interacted with you today.
You really should learn to listen to what people say to you. I also think that you need to get better at analyzing certain situations. How old do you think I am, by the way?
I'm not sure why you're suddenly asking me this. You're 65 years old, right?
I'm not asking you to tell me my real age. I wanted you to think about my age before making this ridiculous breakfast for me. I can't believe that you prepared a meal like this for me. You must think that I'm an old grandma or something. I'm so offended by this.
So you were upset about the meal that I made you for breakfast. I decided to change the breakfast today because I was thinking about you. I heard that you went to the dentist yesterday to get your tooth replaced. I thought it would be a little painful for you to eat normal food. That's why I made something a little different to usual.
All you served me is a bowl of soup. That's it. You didn't even give me any bread or side dishes. That's all you're gonna make for me? Just soup? Did you think that this would be acceptable?
I put plenty of ingredients inside and blended it all together. It should be very nutritional and it should also fill you up. It's also breakfast, so I thought that would be enough. You never eat that much for breakfast after all.
I didn't ask you about how you made it. I don't care about the ingredients that you put inside. Do you not understand English at all? I'm asking you why you decided to serve me just a bowl of soup. Did you really think that this would be acceptable? Don't make me repeat the same question twice.
I decided to make soup so that you wouldn't have to chew too much. I thought that your teeth would be painful as you just went to the dentist. Was it not a good idea? I actually did this because I thought about you.
Of course it wasn't a good idea. There's no way you were thinking about me when you made this. How many years have you lived with me now? Surely you should know that I wouldn't be happy with just a bowl of soup. I always have bacon and toast for breakfast. That's what I wanted today as well. After eating that, I like to have a nice cup of hot coffee. How am I meant to drink coffee after drinking a whole bowl of soup? That's way too much liquid. I'd have to go to the toilet so much. You really didn't think this through at all. I wanted to start off my day like usual. Now you completely ruined my daily routine by making me soup. I can't believe that you would try to annoy me like this. You better come back home right now. I need to teach you a lesson. Where the hell are you right now? I can't believe that you're out having fun while Jim is hard at work. You really are such a terrible wife to have. I feel so sorry for him.
I guess I wasn't able to read your mind well enough. I'm really sorry, but I can't come home right now. I'm at the Residents Association meeting for our neighborhood. I think I can start heading home in around 30 minutes. I'd already told Jim that I was going to this meeting. He was saying that he'd tell you about it too. I thought that you would know about it too by now. Have you not heard about this from him yet?
A Residents Association meeting? I have not heard about this. Why are you asking Jim to tell me about this? He's already very busy with work. I don't want you putting extra pressure on him. You should have just told me about it directly.
I tried to tell you about it yesterday, but you told me to shut up. You said that you didn't want me to talk to you.
Well, that's because I had my tooth replaced at the dentist yesterday. It was really painful to speak. That's why I told you not to speak to me. You could have written a note or something for me, though. You really are so useless. It stresses me out just having to live with you.
Well, I'm really sorry about causing you all this stress. I'll make sure to make your regular breakfast as soon as I get back home.
There is absolutely no need for you to make my breakfast again. The soup that you made didn't taste good, but I made sure to finish it all. You should be grateful that I even bothered finishing it all.
Thanks so much for finishing the food I made. Is there anything else that you need me to buy? I'm gonna stop by the store on the way home.
What did you just say? You're going to the store again. There's already so much food at home. Are you seriously planning to melt away the money that Jim worked so hard to earn? You really are good at wasting money, aren't you? There's nothing that I need you to buy from the store. Why don't you hurry up and come straight home? There's really no need for you to be going to the store today. Do you understand what I'm telling you to do?
Yes, I understand.
Anna, I can't believe what you've done again. You really like to make me angry, don't you?
What did I do wrong this time?
I thought that I told you that I went to the dentist yesterday. I got one of my teeth replaced again. Do you not listen to anything that I say to you? I can't believe that you prepared something this solid for me to eat for breakfast. There's no way I can eat something like this.
I was listening to what you told me. Last time you went to the dentist, you got angry at me for making soup for you. That's why I prepared breakfast like usual this time. You were the one that told me to make toast and bacon as usual.
That's because I got a different tooth replaced this time. This time around, it's really painful to eat solid food. I can't believe that you're trying to put me through so much pain. Do you not feel bad about doing this to me?
I had no intention of putting you through pain at all. I just try to learn from the mistake that I made the last time you went to the dentist.
What are you talking about? You haven't learned anything from your past mistake. Also, why aren't you at home right now? Where did you go off to this time? You're a housewife. You should be at home getting all the housework done around the house.
I've already finished doing most of the housework. I've cleaned the house and done the laundry already today.
Now you're talking back to me. I just can't believe how arrogant you've become. You're just a housewife. You shouldn't be talking back to me at all. I can feel my blood starting to boil now. Why did you have to make me this angry? This is all your fault. What are you going to do about it?
I didn't talk back to you at all. I also wasn't being arrogant. All I did was answer the question that you asked me.
Just be quiet. You talk back to me again. You should try to learn from this mistake that you've made. I also can't believe that you're out of the house so often. You're meant to be supporting the family from home as a housewife. I have no idea where you've gone off to, but you need to come back.
Actually, I have plans, so I won't be able to come back. Jim asked to go out for lunch with me today. That's why I'm out of the house at this time.
Stop lying to me. It's not even 11 a.m. yet. Why are you going to lunch so early in the morning? There's something that you're not telling me.
The lunch isn't for another hour or so. It's just that Jim forgot some work documents at home and asked me to deliver them to him. I left a note about all of this on the table so that you would know about it too.
A note? I don't see it. Oh well, I guess it's okay if you're helping out Jim. You should have told me about this directly, though. Why did you have to write it down instead?
Actually, I did try to tell you about it. It's just that you were deep asleep. I thought it'd be a bad idea to wake you up.
I see what you're trying to say. You're trying to say that this is all my fault. I wasn't asleep because I'm lazy. I just couldn't sleep very well last night. My tooth really started hurting and I couldn't fall asleep till I took some painkillers. I can't believe you're blaming this all on me. You're out of the house, right? How about you never bother coming back home now? I really don't want to continue having to live with you. You can just go back to your parents' house now. If you're going to continue having this terrible attitude, I also want you to get a divorce from Jim. I don't want a person like you as my daughter-in-law. I'll make sure to tell Jim about this myself.
Wait, what? Did you just tell me to get a divorce from Jim? That's a little out of nowhere, isn't it?
That's exactly what I told you. If you don't want that happening, I suggest that you come back home right now.
Okay, I'm really sorry. I'll come straight back home right now.
Anna, you've decided to leave the house again. You never seem to learn from your mistakes at all. This is why I hate you so much. It's already 5 p.m. Where the hell are you? I'm absolutely furious with you right now. Stop ignoring me and reply to me. I can't believe that you're making fun of me like this. I'm not going to forgive you if you don't reply right now.
I'm really sorry. I was a little busy. I really don't have the time to be talking to you right now. Is it okay if I message you a little later?
There's no way that's okay. Where the hell is my dinner? You still haven't even started preparing anything. I'm starting to get really hungry. You're a housewife and haven't even made the dinner. Just how useless are you?
I've actually prepared dinner already. I've left it for you inside the fridge so that you can reheat it whenever you want to eat dinner. I made sure to make lasagna today. I know that it's one of your favorites. I put plenty of cheese inside because I know that's how you like it.
Why did you put extra cheese inside? That's going to increase my cholesterol levels. It's one of your jobs to make sure that I have a healthy diet. I can't believe that you're trying to make me eat a lasagna with extra cheese. I'm going to start getting really sick if I continue living with you. I've actually had enough of trying to live with you. I've realized that you're just completely hopeless. Don't think about ever coming back home. I don't want to see your face ever again. I'm going to go and tell Jim to get a divorce from you as soon as possible.
Have I really been that bad of a person? Do I really deserve this kind of treatment?
Yes, you have been. You've been an absolutely terrible person to live with. I've never seen such a terrible housewife in my life.
I've really been trying my best to get along with you. I feel that I've worked very hard to try to please you all the time.
Don't make me laugh. You haven't managed to fulfill any of my needs. You've barely done your job as a housewife.
I'm very sorry about that. I guess that I'm not good enough for you then.
That's exactly what I'm saying. How many times do I have to tell you the same thing? I really can't stand this anymore. I'm going to have to ask you to move out of this house now. Jim's already agreed to all this, by the way. I'm not going to change my decision about this. There's no point apologizing to me anymore. I'm not going to be forgiving you.
Yeah, I know that he agrees with you. I've already heard this all from him. I guess it can't really be helped if you hate me this much. I really did try my best to get along with you and please you. If what I did wasn't enough, then I guess getting a divorce and me moving out is the only solution. I don't want to cause you any more trouble, so I'll be moving out as soon as possible.
I'm glad that you agree on this. I want you out of this house ASAP. It feels so good to finally have you leave. I'm really glad that Jim decided to get a divorce from you. I'm really proud of him.
Are you really sure about this decision? You're not going to regret this later on? It's not too late to apologize to me and ask me to stay.
Why are you talking so arrogantly to me now? Who do you think you are? Do you not realize who you're talking to? How about showing me a little more respect?
I wasn't trying to be rude. I was just worried about you. There isn't going to be anybody to do the housework if I leave. Nobody is going to cook your dinner for you anymore.
You don't need to worry about any of that. There's plenty of people in this world that would do a much better job than you. I'd also much rather eat takeout food than eat the meals that you make for me.
It sounds like you really do want me out of the house then. You don't need to worry about me anymore then. I won't be coming back home to your place ever again. I'm really sorry for all the trouble I've caused to you. I hope that you enjoy your life without me in the future.
I really will be able to enjoy life now that you're gone. We'll send over the divorce papers, so make sure you sign it and hand it in.
Actually, I won't be getting a divorce. Me and Jim are still planning to be married to each other. We still love and trust each other, so there's really no need for us to get a divorce. I will move out of your house, though. It's just that I won't be getting a divorce.
Wait, what did you just say? You guys aren't getting a divorce from each other. I thought that you heard about this from Jim already. I can't believe you don't understand what's happening. You really are an idiot, aren't you? He wants a divorce.
I know that's not true at all. He doesn't want a divorce from me. That's just what you want. Jim only told me that we were going to be moving out. He didn't say anything about a divorce to me.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You guys are going to be living separately once you move out. It's a matter of time until you guys get a divorce.
Do you really think so?
I can't believe that you don't understand something this simple. I'm just lost for words. I'm going to contact Jim about all of this right now.
There's no need for you to do that. He's actually by my side right now.
I can't believe that you're wasting his precious time like this. You really are the worst. Tell him to come home right now.
Actually, he won't be coming back home either.
Wait, what? So now you're forcing him to stay by your side. Would you just give up and let him come home? I feel so sorry for him. I want you to let him come back to me right now.
Actually, I'm not forcing him to do anything. This is actually a suggestion that he made. Do you remember the day I was going to eat lunch with him? It was the day when he forgot some documents for work and I went to deliver it for him.
Yeah, of course I remember that day. I have a good memory.
You told me to come home straight away, right? I told Jim that I had to cancel our lunch all of a sudden and he asked me why. I had no choice but to show him our text messages. You were the reason that I had to cancel our lunch, after all. He became really mad at you as soon as I showed him all your text messages that you sent me. He told me that we're gonna have to move out so that I wouldn't have to live with you anymore. I think he started looking for a place where we could live together on that day.
You're just making this all up. Did you really think that I'd believe a lie like this? I haven't heard about any of this from Jim, so it must be a lie. If he really was planning to move out, I'm sure that he would tell me about it first.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. I told him that he should probably discuss this with you first. However, he insisted that we keep this a secret. He thought that you'd try to get in the way of our move if he told you about it. He told me to promise to keep this a secret from you. That's why I'd kept quiet about it until today.
Wait, what? So you're telling me that this is something that Jim planned? This can't be true. He wouldn't do something like this to me. Would you explain what the hell is happening?
You really don't understand? It's not that difficult to understand. Me and Jim are going to be moving out of your house. You're going to have to enjoy life all by yourself from now on.
All by myself. I'm going to have to live here all by myself. What am I meant to do about all my meals then? Who's going to be cooking food for me? What about all the housework? Who's going to clean the house and do the laundry?
You're going to have to do that all by yourself starting tomorrow. Actually, I meant today. We're not coming back home anymore. I thought that it might be difficult to do everything by yourself all of a sudden, so I made sure to prepare dinner for you today.
I never told Jim to move out as well. Why does he have to be moving out with you? You're the only one that I wanted out of the house.
He really doesn't want to continue living with you. He said that he really hated the way you treated me. He thought that it was unacceptable. He kept on apologizing to me about it. He even told me that we never should have moved in with you in the first place. He knew about how you were insulting me and harassing me behind his back. I think the final straw for him was when you told me that I had to get a divorce from him. That's why he decided to move out with me. I'm really glad that he decided to come with me.
I really can't believe that this is happening to me. This is just a bad dream, right? I really don't want this happening to me. Why did things have to end up like this?
Things ended up like this because you were harassing me and because you told me to move out of the house. All I did was listen to what you said to me.
I did say that, but I wasn't serious about it. I don't want to talk to you about this anymore. You're such a difficult person to talk to. I'm going to talk to Jim about this directly. Hold on a minute. I can't find his contact details on my phone. Would you tell him to text me right now? He's next to you, right?
I don't think he's going to be able to text you anymore. He told me that he blocked your number and deleted it.
He blocked me. What does that mean?
It means that you're no longer able to call or text him. You're never going to be able to contact him again unless he unblocks you.
That's not possible to do, is it? I don't believe you. I'm just gonna call him so that I can talk with him. How come it says that his number is unavailable?
I just explained it to you. He's blocked your contact details already.
Oh my god. I can't believe that this is really happening to me. How could you guys do this? It's not fair to abandon an old person like me all by myself.
You were the one that kept on telling me not to treat you like an old person.
I don't care about the conversations that we had in the past. I want you guys to come back home so we can talk about this face to face.
It's too late for that. We've already decided that we're moving out. In fact, we just finished moving into our new apartment. Jim seems to be pretty tired already, too. Would you be able to just leave us alone now?
Tell Jim to call me right now. I need to talk to him.
Okay, fine. I'll try to ask him for you. Would you be able to wait for a little bit? I'm sorry, but he just told me that he doesn't want to talk to you. He also said that he doesn't want you coming to his workplace either. I don't think he wants to see your face at all.
I can't believe that Jim is really saying that to me. I'm his mom. What am I meant to do from now on then?
I'm not really sure about that. You're just gonna have to figure it out yourself. You were the one that caused all of this trouble. We're definitely not gonna be helping you get out of this situation. I think I'm gonna get going soon. It's pretty stressful talking to you after all.
Wait, please don't go. I really don't want to have to live by myself from now on. What should I do to make you guys forgive me? I'll do anything. Should I start by apologizing to you? If I apologize, will you guys think about coming back home?
What are you going to be apologizing to me for?
I'm going to apologize for insulting and harassing you all the time. I really shouldn't have been so arrogant, and I shouldn't have become angry every time you left the house.
So that's what you want to apologize to me for? Are you finally going to admit that you were the one in the wrong? I'm not the useless and pathetic woman that you kept on saying I was?
I admit that I was wrong. You're not pathetic and useless. I really regret everything that I said and did to you. Would you please be able to rethink this decision? I don't want you guys to move out now. Would you please try to convince Jim to stay?
Unfortunately, that's not possible. I can't forgive you for what you've done to me. I also don't want to apply any stress to my baby that's in my stomach right now. I need to live in a stress-free environment from now on.
What did you just say? A baby? Does that mean you're pregnant? That means you should definitely move back in with me. I promise to be nice to you, especially if you're going to be giving birth to my grandchild. I've been looking forward to becoming a grandmother for such a long time. Why didn't you tell me that you were pregnant? I would have loved to know about it.
I didn't want to tell you anything until the baby was in a stable condition. I was scared that you'd blame it on me if something happened to my baby.
How long into the pregnancy are you?
I'm almost 5 months pregnant.
I see. This is a really important time period for you. Make sure that you get plenty of rest. You have to really take care of yourself and the baby.
I intend on that. That's one of the reasons I decided to move out. I would have been way too stressed out if I'd continued to live with you.
I'll make sure to take care of the baby once it's born. You can leave me to do it all.
Actually, you don't need to do anything. I have no intention of letting you meet my baby once he's born.
Why do you say that? Why aren't I going to be allowed to meet my own grandchild?
That's because I want to raise my child in a stress-free environment. It wouldn't be stress-free if you were around. I can always ask my parents to look after the baby if I need help. I'm never going to be asking you for any help.
Please don't say that to me. I promise that I'll be nice to you from now on. I won't make you stressed out. I'll even help you out with the housework from now on. Please just give me another chance.
What are you talking about? I thought that you weren't very good at doing the housework. I also don't want to have to eat food prepared by you. I know that you're a terrible cook.
Why aren't you forgiving me? I've apologized to you so much. I'll literally do anything if you'll forgive me. Please, would you come back to me? I'm begging you for forgiveness.
There's no point begging me for anything. I'm not going to forgive you.
Don't say mean things like that. I don't want to have to live all by myself. I'm already starting to feel really lonely. I also want to help raise my first grandchild. I've had to wait so long for my grandchild.
I'm sorry that it took so long for me to finally get pregnant.
Wait, I didn't mean it as an insult to you. I'm sorry if I put you in a bad mood. I really didn't mean it in that way.
I think I'm gonna get even more stressed if I keep talking to you. I'm also gonna be blocking your contact details now. Don't bother trying to contact me ever again. Also, I really wouldn't bother trying to find Jim at his workplace. He said that he'd cut ties with you completely if you did that.
Wait, please don't block me. I'm so sorry about everything.
I showed Jim all of the text messages that his mom had sent me. He became absolutely furious and decided to cut ties with her completely. Both me and Jim have not seen her a single time since that day. We heard rumors about how depressed Katie looks these days. Apparently, she barely even leaves her house recently. On the other hand, I managed to give birth to a healthy baby boy. We are currently living a very happy life as a family. I'm really glad that we chose to move out of such a toxic environment. I'm really looking forward to the future ahead. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.
Lily, I put all of your stuff in the garage. Get all of your things out of here before tomorrow. I want you out of my house before I get home later tonight. Got it?
What? Why? What happened? Why do you want me out all of a sudden? Also, I'm like still at work and everything. How do you expect me to get all my stuff before tomorrow?
Like I care. Just get your stuff and leave.
But we're splitting rent and I pay for utilities. How do you plan on paying for everything when I leave? I don't even know if I can just leave before our lease is finished.
I don't care, woman. Figure something out. I already got all your stuff together in the garage. I don't want to see you anymore by tomorrow. I want to separate already.
Good grief. You've been acting weird these last couple of weeks, but this sure takes the cake. I don't know what's gotten into you lately, but I really can't just leave work. I still have to clean up here. You're going to have to give me some time before I can get my things.
Don't give me any sass, woman. I am ordering you to come get your stuff, okay? I won't tolerate you staying here any longer. This is all your fault. I wouldn't have to do this if you would just listen to me.
My fault? How is this my fault, Aaron?
Don't play dumb with me. You know why this is happening.
I haven't got a clue, honestly.
I can't believe I have to explain this to you. It's because you wouldn't listen to me and go for those fertility treatments. That's why.
Seriously? That's why you're doing this? I already told you, I am not infertile.
I've told you a million times that I want children, and if we can't have children, then you're useless to me. The fact that you clearly can't have children means you're obviously infertile, so stop arguing with me and get out already.
We've tried for months, Aaron. I took a test and the doctor says there's nothing wrong on my side. It's just how things are sometimes.
Sure it is. That's why I'm kicking you out. Because that's just how things are sometimes, isn't that right?
You're kicking me out for something I can't control? How is that even remotely reasonable?
It's completely reasonable, because I can't help that I want kids, Lily.
But you refuse to talk to me about it, and you won't even consider adopting. So you've just decided to kick me out instead? God, you really are the worst.
Whatever, I am done listening to your tantrums. Just get out already. I am done arguing. I already filled out the divorce papers. I left a notice on the top of your pile of stuff in the garage.
Wait, on top of this, you're divorcing me too? How shallow can you get?
Listen, this is exactly why I'm tired of you. All this whining. I'm exhausted just from packing up all of your stuff. You're killing me.
Oh, you're exhausted, huh? A little bit of packing made you exhausted? Poor thing.
Well, it wasn't just the packing, obviously. I was at the gym this morning as well, obviously.
I don't know how you're planning on managing without me.
Fine, I actually got someone to help me pack up your things. Is that what you wanted to hear?
You had to get someone to help you with a few boxes? Good for you.
Anyways, just get your stuff and leave once you're done at work. I'm tired of all this constant back and forth. I have other things I need to handle before I head back, so make sure you and all of your belongings are out before I get back. If I get back and your stuff is still there, I'm taking it and tossing it in the dumpster on the corner.
You know, I've actually been thinking about divorce for a while now, so I don't really mind. But how are you going to support yourself once I'm gone? I was making a fair bit more money than you were. What's your plan once I stop paying my half of the rent and all the utilities? Based on how you were spending your income, I don't think you'll be able to afford the place on your own.
Oh, shut up. Don't underestimate me. I'll figure that out on my own. I don't need you to support me.
Oh, let me guess. You found someone else who's going to move in with you and help you with the rent and stuff, didn't you? That's why you want me out of the place so suddenly. They probably don't know I live there at the moment.
What? No, that's not it. No, you have got it all wrong. I got a promotion at work, actually. I'm gonna pay for the rent on my own.
You've always been a terrible liar, Aaron. Don't try and hide something from me. You're seeing someone else, aren't you? You're planning on living together in our house once I'm out of the picture. I wonder if you asked her to help you out with packing up all my stuff as well. Maybe you told her it was your ex or someone's stuff that you were moving out and that you needed her help with packing up all the stuff.
Don't be ridiculous. You can guess all you want. I'm not gonna tell you.
If anything, I don't know why you're bothering to hide this from me. Why not just tell me straight away? You've already basically thrown all my stuff out and filed for divorce, haven't you? What's stopping you from telling me?
I'm not entertaining your delusions anymore. I'm done with this now. Get your trash out of my house and never contact me again, you hear?
I think you're just angry that I guessed correctly, but that's just what I think. Either way, thanks for finally showing me your true self. Just wish you could have done it earlier.
Hey, why are you back home all of a sudden? What happened? Mom told me you were staying with us for a bit? Are you gonna crash here for a few days or something? Should have said something. If you told me sooner, I would have come home earlier last night.
Yeah, about that. It was a bit of a last-minute thing. Sorry, I didn't let you know. I wasn't given much notice either. Also, no, I'm probably staying here for a little while. Things kind of went south at my place yesterday. We can go out for drinks tonight if you want, though.
Whoa, what happened? Did Arid, or whatever, throw another hissy fit or something?
If only it was that. No, the dude just straight up divorced me instead.
Oh my god, no! Are you serious?
Yep. Chucked all my stuff in the garage and told me to get out last night. I had to call Mom and Dad to help me get all my stuff out before he got back. He said he was going to throw all my stuff in the dumpster if I didn't.
Ooh, no way! What a piece of work! Now we have to go out for drinks tonight. It's finally time to celebrate, Lily!
What? Why? I'm not complaining about going out, but why are we celebrating?
Seriously? That guy was trash, dude! We're celebrating you finally being rid of him. And I mean like, bottom of the barrel, literal garbage, Lily. Literally a stinking pile of, you know. I don't know how you fell for that guy. I would never have agreed to marrying him.
Was he really that bad? Ugh, this is embarrassing. Don't tell me everyone thought the same thing.
Dude, he was so full of himself. He wouldn't shut up whenever he was over, and the wedding was just yikes. Like, his speech was like 10 minutes long, and all he talked about was himself. I was on the verge of slapping the guy when he came over to our table and started ogling me and my friends. No offense, but I can't believe you stayed with him for so long.
No, you're right. Looking back now, I don't know what I saw in the guy. Come on, dude, at least tell me this kind of stuff before I get tied down with someone like that. Isn't that what family is supposed to do? so freaking embarrassed right now.
I can't exactly tell you your boyfriend's trash, don't marry him, now can I? Sorry, yeah, I should have said something. To be fair, I thought you guys would end up divorcing within a couple months. Look at it this way. This was a good learning experience for you, and from now on, you'll hopefully never settle for someone like that again.
I'd have preferred not to spend this much on a learning experience, though. Well, serves me right, I guess. I could have left a while back, but I didn't. That's what I get for hoping the guy would change.
Well, you can tell me all about it over some drinks later tonight. I try to finish up early today. I'll let you know when I'm done.
Please do. I desperately need to vent to someone.
You're joking. Did he really do that? What's with that dude? I really didn't think he was that bad.
You're telling me. I lived with the guy for like 5 years. I saw the flags and all, but yeah, I didn't think that's how it would all end.
True. What are you planning on doing now, though? You staying with us for a few weeks?
No. I feel bad for imposing on Mom and Dad. I'll probably find a small flat to rent and live alone for the time being. I've got work as well. Can't really lose focus on that right now.
That's all good and well, but I mean, what are you going to do about that trash pile of an ex-husband? You can't possibly be thinking of letting him off the hook, right? I mean, he's gone and snagged another girl. I'm betting he's going to do the same thing to her in a few years.
Honestly, Tris, I don't really care about any of that right now. He kind of did me a favor by filing for divorce and everything. I just kind of want to get on with my life.
What are you saying? He cheated on you. That trash bag of a man needs to be taught a lesson.
I don't know. I just don't want to think about him right now. Look, if he starts causing any more trouble, I'll think about it. But right now, I just want to focus on my life and work and stuff, you know? If he oversteps his bounds, I have a few things up my sleeves, though.
A few things? Like what?
I'll tell you some other time. I'm kind of tired right now.
Fine. But I still want to go out for some shopping with you tomorrow, okay?
Sure, I'd like that. Thanks for taking me out tonight as well.
I didn't think you'd actually show up. What a surprise. Normally, people don't show up to their ex-husband's wedding, but here you are. Looks like someone has some attachment issues.
You're the one that sent me an invite, right? I think it'd be kind of rude of me not to show up, wouldn't it? Since you said you wanted to see me so badly.
I said I wanted to see your sad, sobbing face when I tie the knot with my new, beautiful wife. Don't go changing my words. I see you still have that same snarky attitude. No wonder you're still single.
Oh yes, maybe I am still single. Who knows, really? Besides, who are you to talk about attachment issues if you're the one that sent me an invite?
Why would I still care about you? Don't make me laugh. Well, now that you're here, I can enjoy you sobbing and running out of the chapel while me and my bride exchange vows. Were you lonely without me? Did you wish I would ask you to come back this whole time? I bet you did. Why else would you be here?
The only thing I was wishing for this whole time is to go back and tell myself what a terrible person you really are. Guess we can't all have what we want.
Sure, babe, but keep telling yourself that.
Now, while I can't go back and tell my past self, I can at least stop your fiancé from making the same mistake. I'll make her see what kind of person you really are.
What kind of a person I am? What are you talking about? I am a kind, generous man. She knows this already. All I care about is taking care of my family. That's the kind of man that I am.
Very inspirational.
Listen, I wasn't gonna build a family with you. You were never gonna give me kids, so I moved on. I didn't imagine you'd actually come to my wedding after I threw you out. That is just pathetic. Looks like you even put on some weight. Did you start drinking or something to cope with the loneliness?
Oh, this? It's not fat, Aaron. I'm pregnant.
Huh?
Twins, actually. I'm having twins in a few months. After we separated, I was very fortunate to meet someone very kind and loving, who looks after me and appreciates me. Someone who cared a lot more about me than you ever did. We hit it off almost immediately, and we both agreed we wanted kids, so one thing led to another, and we got married, and now I'm expecting 2 little girls.
What? Are you serious? And you're pregnant too? How? I thought you were infertile.
You keep saying that. I think my doctor might have been right when he said the issue might be lying on your side of things.
No, there is no way that's true. You're just bluffing. What could this possibly have to do with me anyway? Isn't this usually the woman's fault?
No, Aaron. I believe it's usually the case that men blame their partners for not being able to conceive rather than admitting that they might be infertile. Maybe you should consider having a chat with your doctor. Or are you going to end up blaming your new wife for not being able to conceive as well?
Don't tell me. Is that why Liz hasn't been able to? Oh, no, it can't be. You're just trying to screw with me, aren't you? Even if that were the case, I didn't throw you out just because you weren't going to give me kids. You don't even come close to comparing with Liz. She is way better than you are in every aspect I can think of. I don't even know why I married you in the first place. You're at the bottom of the ladder when compared to girls like Liz. If anything, you can stop thinking I threw you away because of the fertility issue. I just loved Liz more than I ever loved you. That's all.
You really are insufferable, aren't you? I thought we just agreed the fertility issue was to do with you.
You must be so frustrated. You can't even understand that I never loved you to begin with.
I wouldn't be talking so much trash about how I don't compare to your new wife when you're this insufferable and narcissistic. That massive ego of yours is going to be your downfall one day.
Keep acting like that. We'll see where it gets you one day. Anyway, enough of this pointless bickering. I've got a lady to marry. My bright future is waiting for me. Hope you enjoy the view back there from where you're sobbing from.
Oh, Aaron, wait. I have a little gift I need to give you before you go up there. See, I have a little surprise for you two and your guests.
What now? What surprise? Nobody told me about any surprises. Oh, come on, they're waiting for me? I don't know if you're trying to have the last laugh or something, but it's kinda sad.
I can't spoil it, that's why it's called a surprise. Since everyone's gathered inside the hall already, go ahead and have a look at the screen up front.
What are you on about? This better not be some kind of trick, or I swear. What the hell? What are you doing?
Well, it's pretty obvious just by looking at what's on the screen, I'd say.
What are these?
Oh, these photos? Well, the first one is of you and Liz going to a hotel together back when we were still married. Do you like my little collage? Oh, and this one is when you called her over to your house while I was still at work. I'm guessing that's when you asked her to come help you move out my stuff.
Why are you doing this? Stop showing these to everyone. What are you trying to do? This isn't proof that I cheated on you, so stop the damn slideshow already. Just tell everyone this isn't me cheating on you.
It's a bit too late for that. See, I'm also playing audio of you two talking here.
Audio? Audio from what? How?
Oh, I already knew at this point that you were cheating on me, so I had some microphones put around the house to record what you were saying while I wasn't there. So I could gather evidence that you were cheating on me, of course.
Microphones? Are you friggin' lunatic? How could you?
This is the part where you explain to her that all the stuff you're moving out belongs to your ex-wife. That would be the same day that I came to take all my things out and move back in with my parents. In short, my things were still in the house because we were still living together up until then. Oh, and here's where you ask her to wait in the car so you can put the last of the things out. When she goes out, you call me to remind me to go file those divorce papers as soon as I'm done getting all my things. Which pretty much proves to everyone that you were still married to me while you were seeing Liz.
Stop. Just stop. Shut off that recording now.
Aw, poor Liz. She's not taking this very well by the looks of things. She really thought you were single, didn't she?
Oh no, this can't be happening.
I can't believe you made her gather all of my things up while hiding the fact that you were still married to me. You really are the worst, aren't you, Erin? I can't imagine what she must be thinking right now. At least she figured out what a worthless scum you really were before she got married to you.
Lily, please, she didn't need to find out this way. Now everyone, including her family, knows about the fact that I cheated on you. All you're doing is hurting her, you selfish leech. You're just doing this to get back at me, and now she's suffering for it.
Oh, I'm hurting her? Are you sure about that? Are you sure it wasn't you who lied to her about us still being married? Please don't go making me the villain in the story.
If you hadn't been such a useless wife, none of this would have happened, damn it. Ugh, what am I gonna do? Everyone's leaving already.
Maybe if you just went up there and sincerely apologized to her, you might still be able to salvage this, although I don't know if you even have a single sincere bone in your body.
Oh, shut up. Just shut your damn trap already, damn it. I even quit my job for this. Liz's dad was gonna hire me at his company after the wedding was finalized. If we don't get married now, I am screwed.
What are you talking about? What's this got to do with anything?
What does it matter now? I'm done for anyway. He promised me a nice cushy job as a lead engineer on one of his upcoming projects. I was gonna get paid 3 times as much as I'm making now. Liz's father is the CEO of TNT Tech. Pretty much everyone in the industry I work with knows this guy. He can make sure I never get a job in my field ever again at this rate. Do you realize what you have just done to me?
Ooh, that's pretty rough. Anyway, hope you figure something out. Good luck.
This is serious. A bunch of his close business partners are here too. They know all about this now. There's no way I'll ever get a job again. Do you understand? Just do something. Fix this.
What? Me? Why should I fix this?
This is all your fault. You had to come and mess things up for me. This wouldn't be happening if it wasn't for you, so do something.
I didn't mess things up. You brought this on yourself when you invited me to this wedding. Stop pretending to be the victim and take responsibility for your actions. I'd start by apologizing to Liz.
I just wanted kids, that's all. You always ruin everything for me. I'm the one suffering because of you.
I think you ruined that for yourself. None of that is my fault.
And that damn arrogant attitude of yours, when will you give it a break?
Either way, I'm planning on suing you for compensation. Hope you're prepared for that.
Compensation for what? Just because I was unfaithful? You're crazy. You knew I was cheating on you before we divorced. Why didn't you say anything until now? There is no way you're gonna win that case.
I was fine with divorcing you at the time, so I didn't plan on doing anything. And for a while, I was completely content with living my new life. I'd almost forgotten about you, actually. Things were going really well until you sent that invitation letter for your wedding. You really couldn't have just let things go, could you? You needed to be brought down a few notches, so I decided to expose your adultery to your new wife. She deserves to know about your unfaithfulness, about how you really treat women.
I cannot believe you. You've really gone and ruined my life for something so petty. It was a joke, Lily. Damn you. Why would you be so shallow?
Ah, because cheating on your wife and then divorcing her because you can't accept the fact that you can't have kids isn't petty, right? At least I had my family and my sister to support me through all this. I don't know what I would have done if it wasn't for her and my parents letting me stay at their place. Although, I don't know who's going to be supporting you after all this is done.
Liz would have been there for me if it weren't for you messing this all up. She's getting up and leaving now. What do I do? You have to fix this now, before she leaves. This is all your fault. How could you play with her emotions like this? She is very fragile and pure-hearted, you know?
How many times do you need to be reminded? You were the one that played with her heart, not me. You lied to her. She deserves to know her partner is a lying, cheating piece of trash. Now she's learned the same lesson I did, that you shouldn't trust every man that whispers sweet things into your ears. Oof, did that guy just slap you? Let me guess. That was her dad, wasn't it?
Oh, shut up. I tried to apologize to Liz, but her father stepped in between us and...
I commend you for trying to apologize to Liz, but doing it when her father was standing next to her was a choice.
He said that if he ever sees me again, he'll do something much worse. And that I have to pay for the wedding ceremony too. I don't have a job anymore, and I can't afford to pay the rent either. How does he expect me to pay for the wedding now as well?
Don't ask me. You made your bed, now you get to sleep in it. I'm sure you'll figure something out. Good luck with everything. Right, and I'd better get going. Most of the people have left already, it seems.
No, get back here. This isn't done yet. You are gonna pay for all of this. I am not gonna let you walk off scot-free after everything that you've done tonight. You'll be done for by the time that I'm finished with you. You'll be a penniless bum, sleeping under a bridge once I'm done dragging you through the court, you hear me? I'm gonna explain everything to Liz, she'll believe me. Then her dad will sue you for everything that you've got.
What was it you said to me? Oh, right. Sure, babe. Keep telling yourself that. After that, Aaron and Liz's wedding ceremony came to an abrupt ending. Everyone, save for a few of Aaron's family members and friends, left in shock or anger. Aaron was berated relentlessly by his family for what he had done. In the end, he was forced to not only pay for the ceremony, but also everyone's accommodation and traveling costs. In total, he was forced to pay close to $50,000 after all was said and done. On top of this, he was no longer able to afford the apartment he was living in with Liz, and so he asked his parents to allow him to move back in with them. Unfortunately for him, they refused his request and distanced themselves from him after what happened at the wedding. And so, with no allies or people willing to assist him, Aaron was left to fend for himself. I don't know what he's doing these days since I blocked him everywhere I could, so it's anyone's guess if he was able to make a living for himself. On the other hand, me and my husband, along with our 2 beautiful girls, are living happily ever after. We recently moved into a large house out in the countryside, not far from where his parents live, and we're enjoying every moment of it. I might not have had good taste in men before I met my current husband, but I think me, and Liz as well, learned a valuable lesson after we ended things off with Aaron. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.